Okay, so basically we're just following these rules. Let me do an extreme close-up. Whoa. All right, so here I have sine of theta, but a 2 theta on the bottom. One of the properties of limits, and I mentioned that you should familiarize yourself with those because it's very important, allows us to take anything that's not related to the limit out of the limit. Neither the 3 nor the 2 have a theta in it, so they don't need to be there. All right, so now we have this guy is equal by rule to 1. So we'd say 3 over 2 times 1 equals 3 over 2. All right, so a very minor adjustment needed to be made. We factored out the 3 over 2 to get it into the proper form of the rule that we were given. Right? And again, equal sign with 3 bars just means equal by rule. Right? So we're not, so let me just put it this way. If you do the triple bar equal sign, you're telling me that you know that it's just a rule, so that you don't need to actually justify it on a test. Right? So tangent by rule is sine over cosine. That gets you off the hook of having to actually prove that relationship exists. But most of the time, if you're saying something, you need to justify why it's there. All right. I'll just do I'll do the odds on this page and then let you tackle some of these on your own. So number 3 is a little messier. It doesn't quite fit any of the rules that are given. But if you think back to your pre-calc experience and even algebra 2, when you were verifying trig identities, you kind of have a recipe, an approach that you should take. So if you don't have rules that involve cosecant, then you might want to think to yourself, well, let's get rid of the cosecant. If you don't have a rule for cotangent, get rid of it. Oh, forgot a sign. That's a Friday morning mistake. Actually, it's more of a Monday morning mistake, but
it's Friday morning, so it's multiple.
Exactly. No longer Taco Tuesday, Freedom Friday, but still on a Tuesday. Movie reference? It's not Taco Tuesday, it's Freedom Friday, but still on a Tuesday. Quick. The movie itself is a hidden treasure.
The one where he steals the Constitution?
No. National treasure, but... And it was a Declaration of Independence.
Oh.
I believe there was a second one. Book or sequel? I can't remember. It was back when Nicolas Cage was like an A-list actor. Give up?
Yeah.
Or do you want more time to think about it? It's not like in...
Star Wars?
No, it's Taco Tuesday in Star Wars, yeah. I mean, the dialogue in episode 3 was terrible, but I don't remember Anakin saying. Episode 2, I hate sand, it gets everywhere, especially on Taco Tuesday. All right, cancel a sign, thetas.
What happened to the numerator?
I combine them. Common denominator.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you want to, So there's some weird limit rules that people tend to forget. And let me actually, we're better off just doing what we were doing because we get the limit. Oh, I did not hit the right thing. The limit as theta approaches 0 of 1 minus cosine of theta over theta, which is equal to what? 0. All right, 3 bars, I guess. You're not losing credit for that though, if you're worried. Like, how am I supposed to remember to put a 3rd bar? You don't need to. I just do that to look at. Bless you.
So you could technically, in the second to last step, you could make the denominator 1 if you wanted.
Yes.
Okay. But like, it wouldn't make sense.
It wouldn't make sense if you wanted to then apply this rule. I think it's still no. You get 0 over 0, right? Oh no. Oh yes. Yeah, you get 0.
But you could.
But you could.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a thing that can be done. All right, secant theta, cosecant theta. Now, developing fluency with your trig relationships is really important. In theory, that's one of your strengths because you're in an AP level course. But theory and practice are not always the same thing. I mean, you might be an algebra dynamo, but your weakness might be trig. It could be the other way around. When you have reciprocals, you don't want to be writing this in terms of fractions. Yeah, I mean, to replace the secant with 1 over cosine and the cosecant with a 1 over sine and then keep change flipped, it's just a complete waste of time. All right, so you don't want to be doing that. What you want to do is know that reciprocals just end up in the other parts of fractions. So I'm just going to take that cosecant of theta and put it up top, make it a sine. I'm going to take that the secant, put it on the bottom, and make it a cosine. Let me just erase that real quick. I only want the things I moved in red. All right, so part of this is a rule. All right, we got sine theta over theta, which is good news. You can look at this as 2 different things, or you can look at it in 2 different ways. One would be to follow properties and rules and say, this is the same as the limit as theta approaches 0 of sine theta over theta times 1 over cosine theta, which by the product rule for limits becomes limit as theta approaches 0 of sine theta over theta times the limit as theta approaches 0 of 1 over cosine theta. All right, so this is the probably unnecessarily long way of doing it, but it's going to get you the right answer and you're justifying every step. So if it's a free response question on an AP exam or something like that, you probably want to err on doing it this way. So we have equal by definition to 1, so we don't have to worry about that. And then here we can apply the limit. So we're looking at the limit. Oh wait, no, I'm applying the limit. It would just simply be 1 over cosinus of theta. Oh, not theta, 0. Which is 1 over 1, which is 1. All right. Now, slighter or slightly shorter way of doing it would be to say this part, since it's a factor of my limit, this part, the sine theta over theta, would cancel to a 1, so cancel it right here, and then jump right from this step to the applied limit step and be done with the problem, right? But it isn't by carrying out this process at least once that we understand that that's something that we can do. All right, so again, shortcut. I'm gonna go with red for the shortcut, for those keeping score at home. since we know that this part of it is a rule, that's going to go to 1. So we'd have limit as theta approaches 0 of 1 over cosine s sub theta, which then in turn becomes that. Is good?